Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we are taking our first look at Kingdom 9, looking at the landscape, a little state of affairs. This will probably be somewhat of a shortish video, but at the end, I'm going to give you something that will hopefully foreshadow another thing to come. Yeah, so just stay tuned. Okay, before we get started, as always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you sub, like, ring the notification button if you want to join and be a part of our conversation. Hit up the Discord. You can find a link to that in the pinned comment description right down below. So, I have some testimonials here from people in Kingdom 9 that I'll go into a little bit of detail here. However, what I'm going to start doing from now on, and I realize I kind of made, I don't want to say a mistake, but just not the most preferred way to go about it. Instead of showing you guys the direct messages and DMs that I get from others, I think what I'm just going to end up doing is I'll just copy the messages, and then I can always filter out any of the personable or identifiable things. That way, it just makes it easier to keep people more anonymous unless they don't mind sharing their name, and then I can just kind of read and share some of the thoughts from them. I can just put it on a WordPad or something to that degree. So that's going to be just a small little addendum there for how we're going to proceed in that way to make it, I think, more overall beneficial. Now, with Kingdom 9 and where we're at, let's first start off by just giving you a little bit of lay of the land here. So in Zone 3, let me point out, there's no fighting that's happening at the moment from what I was able to look. Right before recording this, I just checked each of these points here. And this is KNG, and then we have in red, PG, and if we go over here to blue, we have AE for Aegis. And if I zoom in, you can see here, I mean, again, it doesn't look like there's any fighting from what I just saw. I guess I see some troops here, but from what I saw before, it looks like they're just building right now. I don't know, maybe they're upgrading this right now. It looks like they are oh yeah, so they are. So about 9 minutes left on this one. On this bad boy, looks like AG ended up building out. I don't know where green is going, if there's some type of, side route. They're not building over there. And it doesn't look like they're building forward anymore. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly if, I almost feel like this color is teal. But as far as KNG, right, if they are deciding or planning to build out anymore, maybe they might even be building, let's see if they're doing anything here on the south. Right, maybe they're trying to build some flags out here. They're not. Okay. So, again, with that in mind, these are essentially the three alliances that are in Zone 3. You can see here AE capped theirs. Then we have PG that is capped there too. And then KNG capped the two southeastern level 3 passes. Now let's take a look at some stats, right? How are some of the numbers looking here in Kingdom 9 right now? So, let's go and take a look. And I believe this is where Immortal and the other guy, yeah, it is. So, again, you got the big dog Immortal here at 65.6 mil. We got PG. I'll just say O because there's an O, or maybe that's a 0, and I should say 0. But he's at this player is at 59 mil, and then you got the big drop here going in for PG AE, right, for Sig and Bane. And again, this is just how some of the top boards look. If we look at Alliance Power, you can see here that PG a little bit of a leg up there, right, almost 200 mil more than AE. And then you have KNG who's in there, right? So you got the top three alliances, meaning that these ones, even though I would argue, right, 4, 5, and 6 are probably decently active, with 4 maybe being a little bit more, right? There's some opportunity if they did want to let 6 alliances in, but again, in this case, they ended up going with 3. If we look at alliance merits, there does seem to be maybe a little bit of fighting that's happening right now. I'm curious where maybe the 11 mils coming from. Again, you can see the top 3 alliances being a little bit more active on merit accumulation. If we look at personal merits, right, you can see here Immortal, some AE, some PG guys getting involved, some DWE. I mean, again, right, these aren't extremely high merit points, but they do indicate that there probably is a little bit of PvP going on to some degree. And then if we look at here, we can look at some towers, right? 224, 192, right? Even look, IC, right? 12 more than KNG. I mean, again, right? It looks like there is there could have been some opportunity to go, but I don't, like I said, I don't know the full lay of the land right now. What I can tell you from some of the responses that I have gotten, right? This kind of comes to I guess 2 parts here. So So I guess one person told me that they were getting bored of farming. The biggest challenge was just trying to find, free RSS. Again, I don't know how much of a tantamount that is to, is the kingdom in more of a developmental stage? Are they a little bit more at peace? So they're able to progress their accounts more fluidly? I mean, it's somewhat that seems to be the case. And again, because I haven't heard from people that, oh yeah, we had a bunch of war in the beginning, or there was war in Zone 1, at least based on, I can say, the 5 or 6 that I got a response from. However, as we get a little bit closer here to the end of the video, is one of the consistent things I also have been hearing is that this upcoming Saturday, which is going to be, that's in 2 days from now, right? I am hearing some whispers, some murmurs, if you will, that there could be some warring. I don't know if it's an organized type warring. I don't know if it's organized fighting, right? But this is something that I'm hearing. Some people have said that, hey, just keep an eye out for Saturday. Maybe something may happen. So again, I don't know, right? Or are they just throwing that out there? Is something actually organized between the alliances, and maybe it's just going to be a brawl? That would be cool. Obviously, not to say that they have to have that, right? I'm just excited for any PvP that I'm able to watch. So I will be keeping an eye out here over the next couple days to see what may transpire. If we do get some Zone 3 fighting, if we get some Zone 2, Zone 1 fighting from Kingdom 9, whatever it may be, right? I will do my best to be here and paying attention, on the lookout for that, so I can bring you guys some dope PvP gameplay if it happens. Along that same line, if there is any PvP that does happen from now until then and anytime afterwards, again, if you're in Kingdom 9 or you're just an observer, as always, no matter what kingdom you're in, please feel free, right? You guys can join my Discord. Again, as I said, links are in the description, pin comment. All you have to do is react. Just go to reaction roles. You can select the Call of Dragons role. And then there is a channel within that COD section that is COD Wars Drama. Anyone is more than welcome to post in there, right? Let me know a time and or a window of time, coordinates, and obviously, when or if it's going on now or later. For some type of, PvP engagements, please feel free. You can always let me know. And again, if I'm available, I always do my best to give you guys as much PvP coverage and, backstories, context as I can. Because for me, I love being able to show off as many kingdoms as possible, a lot of different storylines, a lot of different PvP engagements. And again, man, I love watching PvP in this game. Not only because of the range play, with the flying, the artifact skill, the artifact activations for time usage, being able to do on-field building such as, again, your barricades, your keeps, the more kind of true, almost strategic and tactical use of things like choke points. I mean, again, the list goes on. It is enjoyable, and that's one of the reasons why I feel so invested in COD more so than any other kingdom builder, because COD to me is really pushing the boundary, and I love what they're doing and how the PvP system and mechanics are set up, because it really allows for someone like myself, right, I can speak for me, when it comes to giving you not only some good color commentary, but hopefully good, again, kind of play-by-play analysis, and even to a larger degree, right, good educational ways of how to approach this, and maybe even some theory crafting sometimes, depending on, how great my mind is that day. But again, that's it for me. Right, this wasn't going to be a long one, right? Kingdom 9 is, somewhat in a, kind of still trotting the line, and it's really just a matter of waiting to see what's going to happen, right, if anything. But again, best to them, and seems like they're doing well so far. And again, right, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, right? Do you have it? You got an inside track on what's happening with Kingdom 9, right? You think they got some good chances going into the third group, right, when Season 2 comes around from 9 to 12. And then anything else, feel free. I love reading the comments. Again, responding to as many as I can. I appreciate those who take the time, give me a story, give me some additional information. It's always a good read for me in the end. Okie dokie. That is going to be it for me, fam. As always, until next time, I will catch you later.